A year from now, many will find themselves in the very same place, the same routine, the same stress. And it's not from laziness, it's because of a quiet, unseen pattern. A plan is made, a promise is declared, a new future is imagined.
But the energy of a dramatic breakthrough, well, it's fleeting. It feels exciting, of course, but it never lasts. The real reason most people stay stuck is that they chase these exciting moments and ignore the quiet, boring work that actually builds a life.
When the initial motivation fades, and it always does, a choice is made. It's often unconscious, the choice of comfort over quiet consistency. And so, the days repeat, one after another in a cycle that feels almost impossible to break.
The truth we so often avoid is that the future self is being forged in this exact moment. Not in some grand, dramatic decision down the road, but in the small, unremarkable, and often boring things that are done or not done every single day.
The mind and the body, they love rhythm. Waking at the same time each day, not for the sake of hustle, but for consistency, it teaches the body what to expect. Energy begins to steady. The mind clears. That daily fight just to begin, it slowly disappears.
You see, discipline isn't about forcing an action. It's the result of creating conditions where the fight is no longer necessary. When a rhythm is set, the action becomes automatic. You simply get up. We tend to overcomplicate things, chasing variety, new plans, new rules, but repetition builds a foundation that perfection never can. When you find a few simple meals and eat them most days, the result is less decision fatigue. A predictable body leads to a calm mind.
The world is constantly loud. We're pulled by messages, notifications, other people's priorities, always consuming, always reacting, always being drawn outward, away from ourselves. But what happens when you just walk, without noise, without a podcast, without a playlist, without a single distraction? The brain is finally given space. Space to think, to process, to simply breathe. It's not an exercise, it's a mental reset.
And in that quiet, thoughts begin to slow down. The feeling of stress starts to drop. And slowly, problems begin to untangle themselves. Not because you're actively trying to solve them, but because you've created the silence for answers to emerge on their own.
Most people wake up already behind, letting the world decide their day. But a clear plan, even a simple one, just 3 things that matter, it changes everything. We begin to move with direction, not with confusion. Energy flows into action, not into decision.
Delayed gratification is a quiet form of self-control. It's the ability to say, not now, to enable a yes later. There's no instant reward. At first, there is only discomfort.
This small act, it isn't just about money. It's a way of training patience. And over time, it builds something rare, inner freedom. The freedom to walk away, to say no, to not be controlled by impulse. It builds self-trust.
Self-respect isn't a given. It has to be earned. Every time you tell yourself, I'll do it, and then you don't, something small breaks inside. It's more than just a skipped task. It's a lesson in self-distrust. So we start small. We keep a small promise, not because it's hard, but because we said we would. Each promise kept builds on the last, teaching the mind that it can be trusted. This is where discipline is forged, in the choice to do the hard thing, especially when no one is watching. Most people just move from one week to the next on autopilot, repeating the same mistakes and wondering why nothing ever changes. But a life can be designed intentionally through simple reflection. Just by asking, what worked this week? What didn't? And what needs to change?
This weekly act of reflection, it creates awareness. And awareness allows for correction. It's the tool that helps you catch small problems before they become permanent, unmovable patterns. It is the alternative to living life unconsciously.
The outcome of all this unseen work is not some viral success or dramatic achievement. No one is going to applaud you for building discipline, for saving money, for walking alone. The true outcome is an internal transformation.
In the end, the results speak for themselves. The reward isn't what is gained, but who is built in the process. Calmer, clearer, stronger, more grounded in oneself.
The self you will inhabit in the future is being constructed right now, forged by the boring, quiet work you do when you believe no one else is watching.